you are stronger than a man.
Yes.
Have you seen some of these
With
women?
all
The majority of
women,
men.
with all the stuff that women deal with.
We're not talking about emotionally stronger. We're saying physically stronger.
Yes, physically stronger. A woman who can take care of a family full time.
No, like physically, like
Physically,
if I want to
like,
lift up
go
a
to
car
the gym.
with a
Like,
guy,
go to the gym.
But that's
I'm not saying that you can't go to the gym. I'm saying that if you go to the gym with Frank being smaller than you, he's still gonna lift more.
he's talking about straight physically, no emotionally.
I'm saying
no
if
mentally,
somebody punched you
just
in your
straight
gut and punched
physically.
Frank in his gut, which one of y'all is gonna cave more? You. It's nothing personal. You guys have more pain receptors, and painkillers don't work as well.
That's true.
Well,
That's all I'm
I was
saying.
taking like
testosterone. I mean, if I took some testosterone, I'm pretty sure I'd be strong too. But I mean,
and then you have
the
hard
man
breasticles,
from
and it'd be a
a
problem.
female.
right, exactly.
It'd be a problem.
But I don't want that. So.
Exactly.
But I'm strong.
But yes,
Females
you
are
are
strong.
strong.
Yes.
See,
Females are strong.
my thing is about stereotypes in general. People get so offended because they feel like
It's a personal
stereotypes are demeaning in a way. Yeah, historically, when some people take stereotypes, they see this and they use it to manipulate and change things to make other people seem inferior. But there's always a truth to it, and we're talking about in a general across the scale basis. And individually, yeah, I can find some dudes that I know you stronger than. I can find some dudes that are way messier or less messier than you. I can find some men that fit the opposite stereotype or fit the stereotype, and I can find women that fit that stereotype. And on an individual basis, that may not be the case. But when you take all of the instances in which something may occur, there are some truth to what's being said. And I think a physical makeup, the things that we are made of, is in some cases different. And that may give light to the stereotype being true.
I mean, I agree. I mean, men were meant to be stronger, to be providers, and women are to, be the ones taking care. But I mean, emotionally, we're usually stronger because we take on everybody else's emotions. So.
Well, I mean, those are all social constructs. The fact of the matter is that a lot of men have the same emotions that you have. We're just not allowed to express them in the same ways. So it's not to say that any one individual sex is any better or worse at doing one thing than the other. It's just what we, in a general sense, are allowed to do, are socially capable of, and how we handle it on an individual level. Some people choose not to act in the way that society feels they should, and therefore defy traditional gender roles.
I would say though, it seems more different with different ethnicities and races.
Definitely.
And that may be because of historical context on where you see opposite gender roles being performed that may not be in other races. And so like when it comes to like African Americans, you may hear people say that's sometimes switched because of the assumed roles that have been taking place, as opposed to say, we'll just say black and white, we'll say white people or Caucasian, whatever you want to say. They may have more traditional, the man does this and the woman does this, as opposed to in our race, it's opposite sometimes.
Okay.
So I can see where, when women, especially black women, hear certain things like that, they're like,
super defensive.
no, it ain't like that, because I know me and a whole bunch of other women like me exist.
But I don't think it's just specific to, the black race.
I mean, I can't talk about everybody else, because I only know
what he's saying is.
I know what he's saying, but I'm just saying it's not.
Yeah, for races that have traditionally where the women have traditionally had to step up because the men were out of the picture for whatever reason.
Right.
And that's regardless of race. In instances where women have had to step up because men were out of the picture.
I think that's universal around.
It's becoming universal, but it was
wasn't
not
always
universal.
Well, it's
traditionally, some races have had to experience that more often because their men were taken away or used for whatever purposes.
But we can't just We can't just say that it's one specific race because it's all.
No
Well,
one
no, he was
said,
using it as an example.
no one said a one particular race, but when it comes to stereotypes, everything is generalized.
Right.
To where we have to have some, as humans, it makes sense for us, for our cognitive abilities and otherwise, to use a general set of things to describe what's going on. So, yeah, it may not be positive, or, you know, they may say, for instance, you know, you have the we'll just say race, because, I mean, when people think of stereotypes, they automatically gravitate towards race and prejudice and things of that nature, where you have, okay, black women are more attitudinal, black men are more aggressive and more savage, you know, more athletic, they can do all this other stuff. When they look at it and they test it and they try to experiment and observe it, that's the things that they observe and they quantify, or they get in their results, or whatever analyses that scientists and the like use to make these assessments. And so it seems like when you see that, it becomes more and more true. But it does, like I said, it doesn't mean on a specific basis, on an individual basis, that that's the case. But it does kind of give us some kind of baseline to compare. On a general sense, women do this in these situations, men do this in these situations. Overall, men are like this in percentage, and as opposed to women at this percentage. So it's, I don't know who say the right or wrong, but.
And that's the thing. Stereotypes are neither right nor wrong all the time. They're just to kind of help guide how we respond to other people and how we see things in a general light. So as we move on to the next one, we talk about how women love to talk.
Women be talking.
Women be talking. I'd have to agree.
Wait.
Somebody is.
Wait.
Giggling.
No, because no defensiveness.
If she can't argue with
She
people,
really
women
can't.
be talking. We always got something to say.
Well,
I can't argue.
You really
I
can't.
give you that one. I give you that one.
you got to give it that
I'm definitely talking. But
Wait,
alright,
at the
so we're
moment
gonna-
we bring up the stereotype of them talking too much, they don't say a word. That's so funny.
Alright, so
Funny 'cause it's true.
scientists are saying that the areas of the brain responsible for language are over 17% larger in women. The corpus callosum is also larger, and women transfer information from hemisphere to hemisphere faster than men. So the parts of the brain that work together just be moving, and that's why you talk so much. So don't be mad that we didn't understand because you was doing too much.
Oh, we gotta call on the hotline. That's what I'm talking about.
Man, there's no more flashes. So, what I'm going to do is, if you want to call us, we have a 912-478-5525, and we'll put you online and on air so you can be heard and be listened to. Definitely let us know so we can get that done.
Call back.
In the meantime, we're going to take a couple song break, and we'll be right back with you.
A couple sound breaks.
Couple song break. This is the Love Below on 91.9 The Buzz.
Couple sound breaks.
Couple song break.
It's not light up anymore.
It doesn't. It hasn't been, so we just make sure we press it a couple times just to make sure.
That's rhythm.
Just to give y'all like a brief overview. If somebody calls,
Mhm.
there's gonna be somebody back there in that little room, the producer's room, and the phone is back there. What will happen is they'll press hold on that phone, and then basically you flip the phone thing up. You see the phone, what it says,
The phone
off and on.
switch.
Switch right there.
There's a switch right there. Right
Up
there. Up
on the panel, yeah.
on your left side. Right there. Bow. Flip it on.
So you flip that on. You make sure that it should say phone. That program is pressed first. Yeah, that will be pressed first, and that you will turn it on and then slowly push it up. Yeah. Somebody will have to be back.
Somebody accidentally called me. Y'all got butt down.
We got butt dial.
If you're
Shout out to the individual that butt dialed.